What's going on, everybody? For USA Muay Thai, my name is Nate Freeman. I'm joined today by the man who will be representing us in the U23 division of the 63.5 kilo division. Nick Rossi, how you doing today?
I'm amazing, feeling amazing, ready to go. Can't wait to head out to Greece.
Awesome. We're excited to have you on the team. And let's just go ahead and get started. Let's talk about your journey into Muay Thai. Tell me, I think I heard at one point you say that you started out in Muay Thai really as conditioning for football, but I'd love to hear a little bit more about that story and then how you've progressed from just doing it from conditioning for football to being on a national team for the sport.
Yeah, so at 11 years old, I've been playing football since I was 6, 7 years old, and I was playing football and Muay Thai, and I went into the playing both at the same time. It's not really the best, and so I got started when I was 11. Um, Geesh. Um, Football when I was 11. Sorry.
No, you're good.
So I started, when I was 11, strength and conditioning with Hard Knocks Muay Thai, and it was just purely strength and conditioning, just lifting, type that kind of stuff. And I saw a few dudes moving around in the ring, and I was like, "Damn, what is that?" I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll try that next time I come in." So I tried it, fell in love with it, never turned back. For a while, I was playing football and doing Muay Thai at the same time, but losing weight and gaining weight for football, lifting, and that kind of stuff doesn't match up in careers. So I kind of had to choose what was going to take me farther in life and with abilities to do stuff, and I chose Muay Thai.
So when you started Muay Thai, how far was it between when you started training and when you had your first competition?
Maybe about, so I started training about 11, 3 months in. I probably took my first Muay Thai class. I probably had my first fight around a year-ish, yeah.
Okay. And how'd that go? Tell me about your first fight.
It went amazing. So I fought a kid from our opposing. So we have two locations: Hard Knocks Muay Thai Everett, Hard Knocks Muay Thai Boston. So I ended up fighting a kid from the opposing gym, and only went like 10 seconds, and and TKO'd in 10 seconds.
And obviously, basically been only up from there. Tell me about what your Muay Thai journey has looked like since then to get you to where you are competing on the national team in the U23s.
So I've had a lot of ups and downs, different coaches, different uh, lifting coaches, different people stab me in the back. I've had some of that in my past, and it's all about finding the right coaches to bring you up and bring you to the right places, to the right fights. And so after I took my first fight, it was pretty much, "Do you want to fight again?" And I was just like, "Yeah." And I ended up fighting probably 10 times that year, and haven't looked back. And probably been fighting consistently 10, 15 times a year since.
Yeah. So where do you think you've seen yourself improve the most?
Uh,
Not only as a Muay Thai athlete, but maybe where have you seen yourself improve with Muay Thai as a vehicle for you to improve as a person?
uh, I see myself being more understanding and respectful towards others, and um, wanting to care for them more and being more helpful towards one another and everybody around me.
Yeah, it's just uh, Muay Thai has been an incredible community for me, and I've just seen exactly what you said, being understanding and caring for other people. Um, just in the short time that I've been a part of the Muay Thai community, and especially the USA Muay Thai community, so definitely understand what you mean. So let's talk about the Grand Nationals that you competed in. Obviously, you're the national champion for the U23 63.5 division. So tell me about your experience there at the tournament and about your experience in those competitions, what you saw in those competitions, and what you're working on to
Going
improve?
uh, going into the competition, I had very low expectations because I had just came back from Thailand and I was making that transition of like getting my sleep back in order and getting my health back in order, and it was kind of a rough time to switch back into camp. But me and my team made it work, and became became an amazing weekend. Looking into my first fight, I had a little bit of weight to lose and a little bit of uh, mental stuff, and but having your coaches and teammates around you supporting you through everything makes you want to push 10 times harder. And yeah, it just pushed me to not want to quit no matter how much everything hurt, everything. Yeah, it got rough, but definitely was an amazing weekend.
Yeah, and so now you're competing at the IFMA World Championships in about a month in Greece.
Yeah.
Um, Tell me about what it means to you to be representing your country on the international stage, and maybe some things that you're working on in preparation for the IFMA World Championships.
It feels amazing to be able to represent my country in Muay Thai. I honestly, genuinely never thought I would be in this position to represent my country. And I'm just so thankful to be able to be given this position and put, show my coaches and everybody around me that it's time to put us on the map.
Yeah, and then you've got your teammate TK Mosher going with you.
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to have a teammate going with you? And not only that, but what does it mean? Um, what does it say about your gym to have two people that are going on this international tournament representing the country?
Yeah, me and my head coach have talked about this too, Jake Manini. We've talked about we had 5 gold medalists win in the U.S. tournament, and we're just like, it's bringing our gym to that next level of where we're ready to get that to that international step. In being in camp with TK and uh, sharing this um, experience together is amazing. We see each other every day. We're like, we can't wait for Greece. It's just gonna be an amazing thing. And to be honest, when I signed up for the U.S. tournament, I had no idea if I won, I was going to like represent my country. So when I did find out, I was just blown away.
Yeah, yeah. Well, is you just mentioned that you were in Thailand recently? Is
Yeah.
this your Was that your first time out of the country, or have you been out of the country before?
So I've been out of the country before. I went to Mexico just for a little vacation, but Thailand was my first huge uh, I went alone, so with a teammate from Hard Knocks, and it was pretty. It was amazing. I wouldn't take it back for the world.
Yeah. So then this will be your second real time going out of the country,
Yeah,
um, especially for competition.
yeah, definitely.
So, what did you learn from your first time traveling, um, basically solo internationally? What did you learn from that experience that you're going to take with you going into this competition in Greece?
I'm gonna take. So I've trained out there for a month, and just being around the Thais and being around everybody, different cultures, different ethnicities, different everything. You just want to bring respect and bring uh, your all to it. You want to represent your country with pride and with everything you got.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let's look ahead a little bit. Um, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? You'll be um, out of the U23s. You'll be competing in the elite category.
Yeah,
But I'd love to hear what your goals are for the
yeah,
near future and maybe even beyond in your Muay Thai career.
yeah. Uh, we have been in the talks for the past few year or so, maybe to maybe. So we have been taking no shin guard fights and stuff like that, and maybe in foreseeable future, going back out to Thailand and turning pro, something along those lines. I think I'm getting to that point where I have enough fights to get to that. next stage in my career. And I would love to start helping around the gym and coaching and whatnot around that stuff. I love coaching kids and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so before we wrap up, I want to do just a few rapid fire questions so fans can get to know you a little bit more, both in and out of the ring. So let's go ahead and get started. One, what is your favorite striking technique?
Favorite striking technique would be my front horizontal elbow. My rear horizontal elbow, sorry.
Yeah, I love that. Your favorite Muay Thai athlete?
Favorite Muay Thai athlete right now. I've had so many throughout the years, but right now, definitely, I've been watching a lot of Jonathan Haggerty.
Mm, that's been a very common one this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to be in Colorado competing at the one card. Did you get a chance to see or speak
Yeah,
with?
when I was out in Thailand, I had saw him fight, and it was just amazing.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see or speak with Rich Franklin, who was in attendance at the Grand Nationals?
I hopped out the ring and vaguely said hello, hi, hello, and had to get shuffled over right to the medical, but that's about it.
Yeah. Um, so then, your favorite athlete outside of either Muay Thai or outside of combat sports?
For the most inspirational, uh, like in that aspect, I would say John Wayne Parr. Just like looking at his last few fights, all his injuries, all his where he's doing now with his gym, just everything right now. He's just so he's just so putting still so much into the Muay Thai community.
Yeah, giving back. He's a legend of the sport, legend of combat sports in general. Shout out to him. Um, your go-to meal for maybe after a fight you're celebrating. What is your go-to meal?
Go-to meal would have to be a nice plate of pasta, just a nice plain
Mhm.
old bowl of pasta. I'm a
Any,
plain
any
person, yeah.
just
But
buttered noodles and
just some red sauce and some
yeah,
plain, yeah.
man, that sounds awesome. And with
Yeah.
the last name of Rossi, I assume that you come from a Italian background where
Italian,
they make it real good
Italian
there.
Colombian, yeah.
Yeah, that man makes me want some pasta now too. um,
Especially being
so
up here in
what?
Boston, we have a ton of great Italian restaurants around.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure, man. Being down here in the South, we have our own good food, but Italian, we have a few good Italian places, but not it's not as prevalent as it is up
Yeah.
in the Northeast, I'm sure. Um, so what advice would you have to either yourself at a younger age or someone who is just starting out in Muay Thai?
Be be thankful for those that are around you supporting you and always having your back and always loving and caring for you no matter how hard things are getting. They're always there for you. Just always be thankful for them.
That's awesome, and that's a great segue into the last portion of our discussion today. I'm going to give you the floor for three things. One is to give shout outs to anybody that you want, whether that's coaches, team, etc. Two, I know that you're doing a fundraiser. You have a t-shirt sale with a really cool design. So I'd love to hear, or I'd love for you to let people know how they can support you through that. And
Yeah.
then three, how can people follow you on social media?
Yeah. I love to shout out my coaches, Jake Manini and Bill Newcomb. Just always been there for me from when I first started to now. I want to thank all my teammates. I want to thank TK for doing this camp with me. And yeah, I love all my teammates. You guys have the most amazing uh, team I could ever ask for. Um, the shirts are available till May 14th. The link for shirts are in my bio on Instagram, which you can find at NickRossi21. And yeah.
All right, awesome. This has been Nick Rossi. You can catch him at the IFMA World Championships in about a month, competing in the U23 63.5 division. Nick, thank you so much for your time. We look forward to supporting you and cheering you on at the IFMA World Championships.
Thank you.